Hello there, and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I have been running around like a madman. We're going to jump into a clip in a few minutes. I finally found some kaolinite, but, well, we've got a few things to do, including upgrading our mill stone in there. Our greenhouse is going well. The plants are growing, but what I want to do is take a chute, put it there, put a chest on top, and then I can dump those in, come down, put a chest there, and put a chute there, and now we've got automatic filtering of items. I do need to speed this up. I'm going to go down there, do some... But what does a... gearbot? No, speed controller. Speed controller is a brass casing, which isn't too bad, and a precision mechanism, which I'm not ready to make yet. Okay, so no speed controller, so I'm gonna make some cogs and do the whole big cog to little cog to speed this up. Oh, let's look at the greenhouse quickly. They are in needing of water. Okay, this is mature. I do not know how to harvest them. Okay, now I do. Shift click. Only got one. Ooh, that's not ideal, although I did get 2 seeds, which is nice. Oh, and to refill a watering can when it is empty, shift click water. I also made a cage so I can try to go out and start collecting some small birds. The cage is not too expensive. Got it right here. It does require iron bars, which you can make either using a single sheet or a double sheet. Single sheet gets you 8, double sheet gets you 16, so it's equally efficient either way. Some slabs and some raw iron. I do want to start making stainless steel, which is used for Firma add-ons. So the ashtray, the vat, but that means I need to get my hands on... Here we go. Nickel. I haven't found nickel yet. And I do need to make steel. So once that's done processing down the kaolite, we can make fire clay and we can start on our blast furnace. Wherever we're going to put that. We need 16 raw iron sheets to make the blast furnace. And then for each layer, we need an additional 12 raw iron sheets. Right? 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. That's a lot of raw iron. So we're going to need to go out and collect a whole lot more iron. Since our beehives are full of honey, and the bees are all back too, they're getting pretty good. 5 productivity means that they will they produce honey quicker, although I want the hardiness to be higher, so let's swap those 2. Okay, now to make a jar to collect honey, glass with a piece of lumber over it. Gonna craft up a couple, and then looks like you get 1 honey per click. So this has 12 honey, so you need 12 jars to collect all the honey. And then from here, you can put it... Oh, there you go. Turn it into raw honey, which has no expiration, but is a sugar substitute. And looks like you could use it to wax copper like you would use beeswax in vanilla. Let's see, other uses aside from a sugar substitute. You can put the honey back in the jar if you want. You can make a honeycomb. you can use honey to help jar fruit, because otherwise you need sugar water, and you can use honey to make sugar water. And you can use it to make cocoa powder for making chocolate. And again, sugar substitute, you can use it to make pie doughs. This is all from a life recipes. Very large kaolite. I am here. Yesterday, we were over here. And over here. And over here. But we did not look here, which is where I apparently found it. Is that it? That's it? Huh. Oh, please tell me I have supports. I have a support. Dang it, I was not prepared for this. Okay, let's light up the area. And chop down a tree, and then we'll go back in and gather up all the kaolite. Ooh, there's a maple tree. I have no clue how much kaolite I'm going to want. You need 1 kaolite per clay. And I'm going to need a lot of clay bricks for the blast furnace. In fact, I need 20 bricks per layer, and you could have up to 5 layers, so that's 100 bricks. You get 3 bricks per 5 clay. Okay, I have a little bit of everything ready. First, well, we're going to craft up some fire clay bricks, toss them in our forge there, and fire them up. I'm probably actually going to toss them into a pot there, so I can heat them all up at once. We also have some gold, because I was given a suggestion the other day, and it completely forgot about it. I'm gonna make a toolbox from Create, because this should be able to hold 8 different items and 2 stacks of each. And we should be able to store it in our backpack, which will give us even more inventory space. And then we have a bunch of iron to refine down into steel, because we need to make 40 ingots of steel, turn them all into sheets, and then we can actually start on the blast furnace. So yeah, that's a lot to get done. But first, I'm actually going to start up some more charcoal. I do have a little extra here, but we need the charcoal because this is going to take a lot. And the fire clay, we need 35 fire clay balls here. Should be enough to give us enough bricks to make 1 layer of the that's so disconcerting. I should not be able to see that. That's an issue. Oh. Well, we just lost almost all of our charcoal. Good thing I had some saved up. What was I going to say? Right. Alright, so 21 unfired bricks, once fired, should give us enough to make 4 brick sets, brick blocks, which we could then use to make the first layer of our blast furnace. Toss that in there. Toss those in there also. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the gold. I want to make those gold sheets So that's going to heat up. That'll heat up. I think I actually need to have these reach a lot hotter. Like I'm going to use the bellows once. So I'm going to have to make sure everything in here is out when I do. Otherwise it will melt and I'm going to have to, well, start over with them again. Now that we have those sheets done, let's grab this, and one of those. Here. Click that. Now we have a toolbox. And yep, we can place it into our backpack, so that will help in the future. And then I'm going to heat up all of these as well, because we need to turn these into sheets. So I'll be back as I finish, and we will see about getting started with the actual blast furnace. This is quite the balancing act. Gotta take the iron out. Well, gotta leave the iron in so it doesn't cool off. Take the iron out. Put more iron in to replace the iron you're taking out. Iron you take out, weld immediately, and then hammer into the sheet. Then go back, and by the time you're done, the next batch is ready. Yeah. So this is my life. And we're done with the with our second crucible. So, did I not bookmark the blast furnace? Nope. Okay. We now have a blast furnace. I think it does have to go over a charcoal forge. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going to stick it in this corner, I think. That does mean I'm going to need to remove the wood there, because that will burn down. Maybe stick it like this, so that's the middle, and yeah, I think I'll do that. But I still have to remove that wood from the corner. And I think I'm just going to try and melt down this while I'm at it. If you notice, as you melt stuff down, it says what it is up here. I haven't tested it with my unknown alloy here. To see if I can figure out what the actual composition of the alloy is, and then to adjust it to see if I can't turn it into something useful. But for now, I've got this excess black bronze. Gonna melt it down, get a little bit of black bronze that I can actually use on items. But we also have... Does this cool down? Yes, it has. We have our fire bricks now. We have mortar. That's 8 bricks. I swear I used to be good at math. That's enough for 2 layers. We certainly don't have enough wrought iron now for 2 layers, but what we can do, stick that there, that there. Stick those there. You know that's not going to work because we need to put the sheets on it like that, and I'm willing to bet they'll interfere with the wall. So we can't do it that way. We're gonna have it inset from the wall. You want to give me something nice? Nope. You I don't. I'll fix that later, but it doesn't look like any of the... Oh, well, maybe one of them did. No, it doesn't look like any of the roofing got broken. Well, that's nice. Let's take this out, take these out. What does it say that is? Okay, it wants a crucible underneath the blast furnace. Does that mean I can place it here? Blast furnace over our forge. Well, you know what? I don't think I need to heat up the crucible underneath. I think I can stick it over in this corner. I just need a crucible under... Oh, I let it burn out, but the black bronze was done, so I gotta go back and fix that. I think I just need an extra crucible in order to sort of be a hopper to receive the steel once it melts. Yes, I think so. Okay. Which means I would want the crucible on the bottom level. Can I rotate this? You know what? That's going to be good enough. So we do need to mine out these two. So I can put the crucible down there. Blast furnace there. And start layering our bricks. Like that. Alright, we're not going to do this layer because we don't have the sheets yet. Alright, this is going to be a little wonky looking, I think, but that should work. And that should be a very basic but working blast furnace. I'm on the wrong thing. We need flux, cast iron, charcoal. And it can hold, I think it said 3 per level. So I'm going to assume that means I can make 3 steel per level. Yes, okay. Does this need light access? I'm going to assume it needs access to the sky, so we're just going to remove that block there. Grab this. Need the bellows. There we go. Oh, I can take an extra input. Do I have time to toss another input in? Yes. I forgot to make that. Dang it. That's TUY. Need a double sheet for that. And the fuel ran out. Alright, well, we made a mistake. We're going to have to come back and fix that in a minute. I need food before I start starving to death. There we go. Now if we try that again, we should be able to actually get steel. Okay, now that I'm fed and I've added no idea to this, we should now be able to make steel. I am probably going to want access to the crucible down here for when it's done. Already got my fire molds. Am I going to need to keep feeding this? I imagine I need to get it as hot as it gets. All the way up to white. Brilliant white. Bellows is facing the wrong direction. Oh, it's done. Well, I've got 2 pig iron. And then once they're hot, I can work them in an anvil to high carbon steel, and then work them into steel. Maybe I need another forge underneath just to make sure I can actually cast out all the pig iron when I'm done. Okay, well, we're learning. We have our first 2 pig iron. And that used 50 durability off of this. That's not too bad. We got our first step towards steel. I'm going to cut, see about getting more charcoal since most of mine just burned up, and see what I can't do about crafting up more steel. And if you didn't notice, I got new boots. A zombie dropped them for me. Oh, welcome back. Some good news. If you have fluid in a crucible, you can pick up the crucible and it will retain the fluid. So I pulled the block from under there with the pig iron, threw it up here. Now we've got pig iron that is ready to be worked into actual steel. There we go. That's our first steel ingot. I had to go just turn down the volume. I put my earbuds in and yeah, 100% volume. I felt like my ears were going to start bleeding. Okay, but now we have our first steel. Ooh, what do we want to do with the first bits of steel? I have no idea. I should have thought this through. Well, for now, let's have that turn off and just sort of store the steel there. Grab that. Toss it back under there. Let's see if we can't use the residual heat. Grab this unknown alloy, which is useful for testing, and that's about it. I did also make a new hammer. And we got more stuff to get through. Alright. We're making more bloom. So we can turn into iron. So we can make a second tier to our blast furnace here. And then when that's done, we're going to fire up some more steel. I also got a whole bunch more logs. I'm also going to try something different. Can I light this from the side? Yes, you can. Awesome. And just double check. Good. Okay. We've got a full set of logs firing up, so we should have more charcoal very soon. And more bloom. And then we could have more steel. Okay, let's look at this rabbit hole. What do we need steel for? Well, we can make a flint and steel, which is going to be much better than the fire starter. We can, of course, make steel tools. It's all pretty obvious. Double steel. We will need to make a steel anvil. At which point we get to recycle our iron anvil. We need steel to make hoppers, mine carts, to upgrade our backpack again. To make steel armor, we needed to make... Oh, well, that's just crate versions of the recipes. All right. Need to make steel horse armor. Okay, so... Well, actually, let's take one of these and go grab a flint. Make a flint and steel. Then I never have to worry about a fire starter again. Or at least not until this breaks. And then we're going to want 14 for an anvil, and then 24 for armor, another 8 for the backpack, and 2 for a weapon, and then, you know, all of our tools. We're going to need to craft up a lot of steel. But yeah, for now, we're going to focus on making the anvil. So we need another 11 ingots. So once I get this raw iron done, build up the blast furnace, cook up some more raw steel. Yep, that sounds like a good plan. And that's the last of those. I can take that down. And we now have our steel anvil. We're officially in the steel age. I do have 5 steel ingots now that I need to figure out what to do, and a very heavy anvil to melt down. But that can wait till later. I'll pop this back under there. We got a size 2 blast furnace now. Steel anvil. Steel ingots. Let's see. I said we got a lot of different steel stuff to make. That is going to have to wait till next episode. But I think we're going to do something different next episode. We are playing on TerraFirmaCraft, which has, well, create. Where is it? You know. We really haven't done much with create. And I should be able to make a windmill pretty easily. Yep. So I think next episode we're going to build a windmill and see about making some basic production lines. I want to get a saw going so I can saw down wood easier. Well, I was going to need more iron, raw iron, but we got a whole anvil full. And what else would I want to make? We can make the polished quartz now. Oh, we're going to want presses for a few things. So we're probably going to make a few presses, a few deployers, the windmill, maybe a conveyor belt or two. But that's going to be next episode. Until then, thank you for joining me today. Hope you've had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.